Hey there, fellow tech enthusiasts. Today we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating world of front-end web development. If you've been wondering what's shaping the future of the web, you're in for an exciting journey. We'll explore the revolutionary trends that are completely transforming how we build and experience websites. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's jump right in. The landscape of front-end development is evolving at a breathtaking pace, and nowhere is this more evident than in the framework space. While React, Angular, and Vue.js continue to dominate the scene, there's a new wave of frameworks that's causing quite a stir in the developer community. Let's start with Svelte. It's completely rethinking how frameworks should work. Unlike traditional frameworks that do the heavy lifting in the browser, Svelte shifts that work to the compile step. What does this mean for you? Imagine having a website that loads lightning fast because all the framework overhead has been stripped away during build time. Pretty neat, right? But that's not all. Enter Solid, another innovative framework that's turning heads. It uses a fine-grained reactivity system without a virtual DOM, making it incredibly efficient for building highly interactive interfaces. If you're working on applications where every millisecond of performance counts, Solid might be your new best friend. And then there's Qwik, the new kid on the block that's completely reimagining loading performance. It introduces a unique reusability model that's different from traditional hydration techniques. While it's still building its community, the focus on optimal loading performance makes it a framework to watch. Now, let's talk about something that's fundamentally changing how users interact with websites: progressive web apps, or PWAs. Imagine having all the power of a native app, but without the hassle of App Store downloads. Sounds too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what PWAs deliver. These applications are changing the game in several ways. First, they work offline. Yes, you heard that right. Through clever use of service workers, PWAs can cache essential resources, allowing users to access content even when their internet connection decides to take a coffee break. But it gets better. PWAs load instantly, can send push notifications just like native apps, and provide an experience so smooth that users often can't tell they're using a website. For businesses, this means broader reach without the overhead of maintaining separate apps for different platforms. Think about the last time you used Gmail or scrolled through your Netflix queue in a browser. Notice how smooth and app-like it felt? That's the power of progressive web apps in action. Here's where things get really exciting. Artificial intelligence isn't just transforming how we use websites, it's revolutionizing how we build them. Imagine having an AI assistant that can understand your design sketches and convert them directly into code. That's not science fiction. Tools like Sketch 2 Code are already doing this. But it goes even further. AI is now helping create personalized user experiences by analyzing behavior patterns and preferences, making each user's journey unique. For developers, AI tools like GitHub Copilot are acting like pair programmers, suggesting code completions and even entire functions. They're handling repetitive tasks, automating testing processes, and even helping optimize performance. It's like having a super-powered assistant that never gets tired. But here's the really cool part. AI is also revolutionizing how we handle forms and user inputs. Imagine forms that can predict what users want to type, catch errors in real time, and even adapt their behavior based on user patterns. This isn't just making developers' lives easier, it's creating smoother, more intuitive experiences for users. Remember the early days of the web when every click meant staring at a loading screen? Single-page applications, PWAs, have completely transformed that experience. Let me break down how they work their magic. Instead of loading entire new pages for each click, PWAs dynamically update content right before your eyes. It's like having a stage crew that swaps out scenes without ever closing the curtain. The result? Lightning-fast interactions that feel more like using a desktop application than a website. But PWAs aren't just about speed. They're changing how we think about web architecture. Take Gmail, for instance. Notice how you can switch between emails instantly? That's because all the necessary resources are loaded up front, and only the actual email content needs to be fetched. This approach not only feels faster but also reduces server load and improves overall efficiency. Now, let's talk about something that's literally changing how we talk to our devices: voice user interfaces, or VUIs. As more people embrace smart speakers and voice assistants, websites are evolving to understand and respond to voice commands. This isn't just about convenience, it's about creating truly natural interactions with technology. Imagine navigating a website as easily as having a conversation with a friend. VUIs are making this possible by understanding natural language and context, creating more intuitive and accessible experiences for everyone. For users with disabilities or those who prefer hands-free interaction, this technology is a game changer. It's breaking down barriers and making the web more accessible than ever before. Here's a trend that's causing quite a stir in the development community: low-code and no-code platforms. These tools are doing something remarkable. They're making web development accessible to everyone with a vision, regardless of their coding expertise. Tools like Webflow and Bubble are enabling users to create sophisticated web applications through visual interfaces. Drag, drop, and voila, you've got yourself a functional website. But here's the interesting part. This isn't replacing traditional developers. Instead, it's creating a new ecosystem where developers can focus on complex features while empowering others to handle basic web development tasks. Think of it like this: not everyone needs to be a mechanic to drive a car, but we still need skilled mechanics for complex repairs and modifications. Similarly, low-code platforms are making basic web development accessible, while creating new opportunities for developers to innovate at higher levels. The traditional boundaries between front-end and back-end development are becoming increasingly fluid. Modern frameworks like Next.js are enabling developers to handle both client and server-side logic seamlessly. It's like being a conductor who can not only lead the orchestra but also play multiple instruments. This convergence is creating a new breed of developers who understand both the user interface and the server-side operations. They're building more efficient, cohesive applications because they can see the big picture from both perspectives. Let's talk about something that's absolutely crucial in modern web development: accessibility. In 2024, creating inclusive websites isn't just about compliance. It's about building a better web for everyone. Think about semantic HTML. It's not just about structure anymore. It's about creating content that screen readers can interpret correctly, making the web accessible to visually impaired users. High contrast ratios, keyboard navigation, proper form labels. These aren't just best practices. They're essential elements that make the web truly universal. And here's the beautiful part. When we build with accessibility in mind, we're not just helping users with disabilities. We're creating better experiences for everyone. It's like building a ramp instead of stairs. It helps people with wheelchairs, but it also helps parents with strollers, delivery people with carts, and anyone who prefers an easier path. The world of front-end development is evolving at an incredible pace, and it's an exciting time to be part of this revolution. From AI-powered development tools to voice interfaces, from progressive web apps to accessible design, we're building a web that's faster, smarter, and more inclusive than ever before. Whether you're a developer looking to stay ahead of the curve, a business owner planning your next web project, or just someone fascinated by technology, these trends are shaping the future of how we experience the digital world. If you found this deep dive into front-end development valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest tech trends. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What trends are you most excited about? Are you already using any of these technologies? Let's start a conversation. And if you know someone who'd find this information valuable, share this video with them.